Today's video is brought to you by StoryboardThat.com. Please visit TeacherCast.net/StoryboardThat for a limited time offer. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TeacherCast App Spotlight. You are listening to the podcast that brings you the best in educational technology right from the app developers themselves. I'm thrilled today that you've decided to make TeacherCast your home for your professional development. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeff Bradbury, and if this is the first time you're listening to the show, thank you so much for joining us today. We have a great show for you. You can, of course, contact us each and every week on our website, teachercast.net, and leave us a voicemail at teachercast.net/voicemail. Email us at feedback@teachercast.net, and of course, subscribe to our many audio channels and video channels at teachercast.net/YouTube and teachercast.net/iTunes. My guest today is Jenna Klein from Class Dojo. Jenna, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. How are things going at Class Dojo?
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. Things at Class Dojo are great. The school year is starting and things are getting pretty exciting over here. We launched a few new features this year that are pretty exciting. Primarily, teachers use Class Dojo as a behavior management tool. So it allows you to track behaviors in real time in the class. Specific behaviors, for example, include curiosity, persistence, teamwork, taking a risk, certain skills that we think will affect a student in the long run, real life skills that we want teachers to reinforce in the classroom. Teachers are also able to customize these behaviors that they're looking for in the classroom that they think will benefit their students. The other great part of Class Dojo is the ability to communicate with parents. So parents can create a teacher account. They can see all the behaviors that are being awarded throughout class through their parent account, and they can also communicate with teachers through our new app that we just launched called Class Dojo Messenger, which I get to share with you today.
I'd love to see a little bit of Class Dojo Messenger. Why don't you pull it up?
Sure. All right, so you can find Class Dojo Messenger at classdojo.com/messenger. You can go ahead and log into your existing Class Dojo account, or if you don't have an account, you can create a teacher account here. Right here on the right, I have a iOS simulator. So this represents me as a teacher. This is my Class Dojo Messenger homepage. Here you can see my class, right? So I only have one class. It's titled Best Class Ever. And if I go into this, I can see all of my parents who are connected, right? So let's say I want to go ahead and message Kate's parent. So I can click on Kate's parent, and I can send a message. So this is a two-way message. I'm going to send this parent a message, and they can respond to me. Over here on the left, you can see the parent account. So this is Kate's parent account. This is what they see at home. So you'll see what happens when I send Kate's parent a message. I'll say, Kate did a great job in science lab. Okay. And send. Awesome. And now over here in messages, you'll see that Kate just received a message. Kate did a great job in science lab today. Awesome. Another great feature of Class Dojo Messenger is you can now send pictures. So let's say I want to send a picture from science lab. Here are some pictures I took. And there's a picture of Kate dissecting a cow eyeball. Awesome. So now Kate's parent can respond. So they can say, that's great. She loves science. Okay, so she'll send that back. And there we go. What's really cool, if you look over here at the iOS simulator, is that there are scene states right here. So if you're going to send a parent a message, you're informed when they've seen it, which is nice. So you're not sitting around being like, I wonder if the parent actually read the message I sent them. You're able to see in real time what time they actually opened that message and took a look. Another great feature of Class Dojo Messenger is that you can send whole class broadcasts. So let's go back. Let's say I want to message everyone in this class or all the parents in this class. I can click whole class broadcast, and I can send a message like test on Friday, make sure to study your study guides, right? So that sends to parents to remind their students to study guides. What's great about this is that you also can see how many how many parents have seen this. So right now there's 0 out of 5 parents have seen this, but once parents start looking, this will automatically update, and you'll see how many parents have actually seen and viewed your broadcast. So when you send a whole class broadcast, this is only one way. So a teacher sends it to parents, but parents cannot respond. We do that because we don't want the teacher to be bombarded with, 30 plus, or if they teach multiple classes, way more than that, responses from parents at once. So the only way that parents can respond is through the secure two-way communication. So that would be sending a direct message. Something that we are working on, we should be releasing it in the next few days, is being able to send attachments. So you can't send attachments through your phone. However, you can send attachments through the web. So again, if you log into your Class Dojo account and you go to the messaging tab, you can upload an attachment. For example, when I was a teacher, I always wanted to send home rubrics. For example, there was a science fair, and parents wanted to stay informed of exactly how the science fair was graded, what are the different categories, and how they were going to be evaluated. So I would definitely send home a rubric for that, or permission slips that needed to get signed, or a syllabus. Things like that are great to send as attachments. So that's coming out soon.
Jenna, is there any way for a teacher to download or archive any of the messages that are either out towards the parents or back from the parents?
Your messages do stay in your account. They're saved. There isn't an exporting feature right now, but that's definitely something we're working on, so that you can have a record of your conversations, not just in the app, but that you could export into an Excel file, something of the like.
And can you talk a little bit about how to get the students in here? Do you have to be a Class Dojo user in order to take advantage of this feature?
Absolutely not. You do not have to use the original Class Dojo application in order to use Class Dojo Messenger, which is why we created a standalone app for teachers who chose to just use the messaging feature. So if you download our messaging app from this account, if you look over here at the iOS simulator, you can create a new account. You do not have to have an existing Class Dojo account, and you can go ahead and add classes. So I have best class ever, I added that class, but let's say this class didn't exist. Then you could just add a new class, right? So you can click an icon, you can add a class, I'll call it my rad class, and choose your grade, choose your subject, and there you go. Then you can start adding students. So let's say I'm gonna add Heather. And once you start adding students, then you want to get parents on board. So you can get parent invitations emailed to you by clicking this. This will send your email address, the parent invitation codes in PDF form, so you can print them out, send them home with students, and parents will get a code. Once they get this code, they can go to home.classdojo.com and they can type in their code and create an account, and then they can start receiving messages from the teacher. Another really easy way to get parents on board is after you add the student, you can click right here and you can add their email address. So if you know the parent's email address, invite them that way. It's super quick, super efficient, and they'll just receive an invitation in their inbox and they can get set up.
This seems like a really, really easy way to communicate with parents, and I'm sure that parents love the fact that they do have the opportunity to write short letters back to the teacher to kind of keep that two-way communication.
Yeah, absolutely. Parents, at least when I was a teacher, they really appreciated being able to have conversations with teachers and to be able to have that two-way conversation. It's also great for a teacher. If you want to say something that's very specific about a particular child that you don't want to share with the whole class, it's great to be able to send that private message, whether it has to do with how awesome they were that day, or to share a great moment in the class, share a picture, or to talk about maybe a discipline issue that you want to work on together and sort of make a team out of it instead of just being alone in it.
So tell me what the options are again here. You can send the message directly to the parent, or you can send the message directly to your class in whole. Is there the option to send it to the parent and to the student's phone?
No, there's no messaging with students at this point. So we're just keeping it between teachers and parents. So again, your two options are you can do the whole class broadcast. So this sends to all parents in that particular class, or you can send a private message to a particular parent. So at this point, again, there's no messaging between students and teachers, just between parents and teachers at this point.
Jenna, it really seems like there's a lot of neat things happening here in Class Dojo. Is there anything else that teachers need to be aware of that's really, really rocking in the dojo?
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of fun things going on with Class Dojo right now. We just launched a school-wide Class Dojo, which allows you to share students between teachers so that you can easily import rosters. This is great for teachers who teach multiple classes throughout the day and they want to collaborate with grade level teachers. You're now also able to share classes. So if you have multiple educators or co-teachers, special education teacher in the classroom, you can easily share that class with that educator and you can both have control over the class, which is great. So I quickly want to direct everyone to our really helpful community forum. So if you want to learn more about our school-wide features or about Class Dojo Messenger, you can go to community.classdojo.com, and this is where you can get answers about Class Dojo Messenger. You can look at our help desk. We have lots of frequently asked questions up there that will help you. And you can also look up our school-wide features, and we'll walk you through step-by-step how to set that up.
Jenna, before I let you go, I want to say thank you so much for coming on and sharing the great new features of Class Dojo. Where can we go to get more information?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to do this. You can go to www.classdojo.com for more information. Also check out our community forum, community.classdojo.com. You can also find us on Twitter @classdojo.com, and check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/classdojo.
Nice. Well, my friends, that wraps up another episode of the TeacherCast App Spotlight. I want to thank again our friends from Class Dojo for coming on and sharing their brand new Class Dojo Messenger. There's, of course, many ways that you can connect with us here on TeacherCast. You can leave us a voicemail at teachercast.net/voicemail, subscribe to us at teachercast.net/iTunes and YouTube, and, of course, find us on Twitter at TeacherCast. Thank you so much for allowing TeacherCast to be a part of your professional development, and I hope you take a moment to share TeacherCast with your PLN this school season. My name is Jeff Bradbury. Please join me on TeacherCast.tv each and every Sunday night as we bring you the best in educational live programming at 7 o'clock on the Tech Educator podcast, and again at 8:15 on the 30-Second Take podcast with Brad Gustafson. Until next time, keep up the great work in your classrooms and continue sharing your passions with your students.